everybody to Amazon's Pride. I cannot believe this is finally happening. I'm so excited and honored to be here joined to open this show with woman Grandmaster Jennifer Shahade, multiple United States chess champion, also director for Women Chess Program. Jennifer, it is a big honor to have you here with us, and thank you for making it. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so excited about this event, the Amazon's Pride. You have so many incredible players participating, a lot of great American players, Russian, Iranian. It is an incredible international field, isn't it?
Absolutely, and we already see the games that have started, so we'll just go directly into the scene with the games. It is not as sexy as it is usually on chess.com broadcast, but it is in a spirit. I will fix some last moment adjustments if we still have some, and apart from that, yeah, the games have already started. That is amazing. So we have so many strong players here, and indeed there is Sarah. There is also Katerina Lagno and Valentina Gunina and Irina Krush and so many. Jennifer, who do you think might be fighting for the spot number one?
Gosh, well, I'm looking at this Katerina Lano game, and of course, you can't bet against her. As I feel, what did she just play the move knight to c7? We see now, and so she's forking that rook on a8 and the bishop on e6. It's funny because it seemed like Black had a really strong attack, but I think Katerina has nipped this one on the bud.
Yeah, well, this knight on c7, and wow, so many sharp tactics here, and I have to I have to calculate. Okay.
You have to calculate. What? which game do you want to go to now?
Yeah, okay, let's see. Yeah, everything's gonna be changing so fast. 3+1. It is such a short time control, but yet there is an increment. So I think the games will be more as fair. We have Sarah Black Panther on the board number one, facing Cat Chess Cat. What do we have here, Jennifer? Ooh.
Well, this one looks like a very interesting one. That king on e2, it looks pretty unfortunately placed. But the material's currently equal, I think. Can Sarah break through? I think the answer is yes, but how's she going to do it? Oh, this move, queen e5, is very strong because it threatens the crushing move, knight d4, which would win a queen. That's why the king got out of the way. But honestly, I think knight d4 is a possibility anyway.
Oh yeah, wow, this is so nice. And well, Sarah is the highest rated seed, right? And wow, she's not the most titled, but she's extremely strong in online chess. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of excitement. And e5 now we have on the board attacking the knights. Yes, as Jennifer mentioned, this king is really suffering, but also the bishop. Look at the bishop on c1. He's not feeling great either.
No, this is looking really strong for Sarah. And you mentioned, like, we have 5 grandmasters in this event. She's an international master, but she's quite young. I'm sure she's going to be a grandmaster one day, soon enough. But yeah, still the favorite in this tournament by rating, over 2,700 in Blitz. She plays c4, kind of sharpening the domination, or how do you call it? The vice. Well, you should know because you're dressed like an Amazon today, right? And it looks like the chat is very much in favor of your costume.
Oh, but yours is also looking like a superhero, and I absolutely enjoy it. Oh wow, look at her.
I got my wrestling cape. Yes. Hello. Yeah, thank you everybody to watching. It looks like you've got a lot of viewers, and I heard your stream was the one that donated the prize fund for this event, so that's fantastic. Thank you to your followers.
Yeah, that is actually, at least the whole event is being possible thanks to our community. Me and my sister, we hold this channel, the Belenkaya, and our viewers, our community has participated in the prize fund and donated 70%. We also had 30% of the prize that was a surprise that we didn't expect at first from chess.com, and huge shout out to chess.com team for supporting this event. And in total we got over 4,500 United States dollars, and this is impressive. We started with, I personally, when I put the goal, I started with 2,000, but there we go.
Fantastic. Well, here we go. And yeah, just a really strong position for Sarah. Are there any other interesting games going on? Let's see. I know we've got Valentina Gunina. She's another one of the favorites.
Oh yeah.
And then for any American fans we have in the house, I know Irina Krush is playing, as well as Tatev Abrahamian and Katerina Nemkova, Jennifer Yu. So good representation for our American ladies.
So many. Jennifer, what game would you like to have a look now?
Well, let's see. We haven't seen Valentina, so let's see how she's doing. She's on the board 3. Oh, you put up Irina, which is also cool. Yeah. Irina's game looks very. You want to go back to Irina's game?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because once you did it, looks so strong and interesting. Just a closer game. Most round 1 games goes to the favorite, but this looks like a really close game. Queen G5 was threatening Queen G2 mate, so Irina had to go back to Bishop F1. Who's better here? I don't know. It's equal material.
Oh, well, there is this D4 pawn, which is what happened?
Irina just won a piece. And she won on time. So nice. Win-win, as double we say.
Double win. Amazing, Irina. So these are the last games of the round 1. We see that everybody is about to finish their games. And just as everybody finishes, we will start round 2. And there are so many streamers here in this event, and that is not surprising, because there are a lot of prizes, but most part of them goes to streamers. So I'm super excited to see all those content creators, chess content creators here participating, and we will cover their games as well. We're still following the game of Sarah, though, which has just finished.
Oh, and she got it done. There it is.
We're still
Sarah, Black Panther, just getting 1 rating point, but she gets an important point to start off. And it looks like your viewers are coming in hot with their hype train. So.
Yeah, and I have just seen a donation from Nicholas Toyshin of 1,000 United States dollars. Nicola, thank you so much for contributing to the prize fund. Appreciate it. And this is for the girls, this is for women chess, and I am extremely honored once again to be having this event, and also to be hosting it together with you, Jennifer, because you are one of the biggest promoters for women chess in our chess worldwide community. And once again, it's a big pleasure to have this event here.
Thank you for inviting me. I mean, I love to see what you're doing, like just keeping the stream and the movement for bringing more girls and women into chess going. It's so important. And here, I think we only got like 1 more game, and I see WGM Sanura is looking like she is about to lose, actually, to WIM Ro Garcia.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
So a little bit upset there. If I'm getting the colors right, I think I am. Yeah. The Russian player is with the white pieces, and it's queen versus knight. So as long as she doesn't fall for a fork.
Yeah. Well, this was expected. I mean, if you were to, we didn't have enough time, but if you were to ask me what would be the chances of Alexandra Matsevska to not to lose this one, I would say 90%. Well, it's just 1 second increments. It's too
the
much.
Commentator's curse, as they say. Yes, I should have asked you.
Yeah.
Hey, at least Black didn't lose. So. And I think we're starting round 2, by the way.
That's a good point. And I think imagine Black would flag. What would be the result? Let us have a look on the round 2.
So many good games in round 2 because it's such a strong tournament. I should give a shout out though to some of my girls from the U.S. Chess Girls Club, and also from my Kenya Chess Girls. There are a lot of players from both the United States and the Kenya team who are playing in this event. It was actually open to all. So, yeah, great opportunity to play in the same tournament as some, legends, top players of the game. So we're starting to see title versus title in this round. Um, and for instance, you see Katerina Lano playing against Suzy Gaboyan, who's really strong. So we're going to get some really tough games this round, I think.
Yeah, would you like to have a look now at the games of those who you're rooting for from United States and from Kenya?
Yeah, cool. Let's see that. Well, I've got Beth Harmon is one of my students.
Oh,
Beth
what a
Harmon.
nice name. I
Her
mean,
name is Beth. Yeah, her name on chess.com is Beth Harmon 0711. And she's actually playing against a very strong player, Cat Chess Cat, who I don't know if she got upset on the first round or maybe she came in around late, but they both have 0 points at the moment, and it looks like Cat Chess Cat. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have to find you the game. Yeah.
let me have a look. So Beth Harmon. Wow.
Beth Harmon 0711. 0711.
Okay. Wow, there were so many.
I know there are a lot of ladies playing here today.
Wow.
Over 125, and I think there might be some more who join.
I actually have an access only to the first group. Wow, somehow. Yeah,
Don't worry about it. We'll look at some of those games later then.
Let's otherwise you just send me. Yeah, you send me the link, and I think I can paste it and open it in the.
But we've also got. Let's take a look at some of the top games. And what do we have here? We have
a lot of American
ones. It's hard to pick.
Yeah, we have a lot of American players as well. Maybe we should have a look at the girls from your side.
Yeah, well, I see Tonki97 versus Twitch Let's Go. And I think Tonki. I'm trying to remember who she is.
Twitch Let's Go. Wow.
Oh, she's Rochelle Wu. And then Twitch Let's Go is a streamer who just started a podcast, Devara. So she's really a talented young player.
Wow, nice.
Davina, sorry. Yeah. Davina, her last name starts with Devara. But she and Rochelle both playing now. You got that game up? Yeah, let's see. What's going on here? Looks kind of appealing to black for me. They have a worse pawn structure, but it seems like their activity is a little stronger. So in the Blitz format, I kind of like Davina's position.
Oh yeah. So there is this isolated pawn on d5 for black, and it is quite weak, but it gives a lot of space, and you can attack. And this is what Amazons are for, to attack, and all the participants are Amazons. So okay, now black has the open file, doubled the rook. Both rooks. Everything seems to be good here.
Yeah, I like it. Rook c8, knight. Yeah, just a bit of a passive position for white. And she's played knight to e2 to protect b5. Nice, just keeping up the aggression, as you mentioned. Amazon, let's do it. Rook c1 played by Rochelle. I see Nemo streaming, by the way. Is she going to join this? I saw her signed up.
She should be playing. Nemo should be playing. Also Anna Crumling, and also Andrea Navratescu, and so many more. I've got confirmations from the girls. So many. We will see if they managed hashtag chess, Golda story. I think she didn't manage to do it on the last minute, but so many girls, and we will. That being said, you are seeing our streams, our dear viewers, but please go and check out all other participants, other girls who are streaming, and let us know in the chat. You have the right position to tell us who is right now playing and streaming. Also, many YouTube streamers, my dear Russian friends, colleagues streaming on YouTube, Russian YouTube. So we have so many more, and we will be trying to cover as much as we can.
Let's go back to the first board because this game is getting a little more boring. Sorry, Davina and Rochelle. Maybe they're going to end up making a draw. By the way, Tatev and Irina Crush from the United States are both streaming on their channels, Tatev_A and iCrush83. So, add them to your list if you're looking for places to watch this. I see Fianchetto is streaming. I think she's streaming this as well. But yeah, check out Sarah versus Divya again, because this is such an important game.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Sarah's just sunk a knight into c6. Okay. Do we let the knight stay there or do we snap it off? I think Divik decided to play a rook to f8. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I think bishop takes c6 would be a fair option for black because this bishop doesn't do anything and the knight does everything. So you kind of like, in the worst case, there's going to be a rook that will come, but I think it's in black's favor. But the position is actually in white's favor, but the trade bishop takes c6 would be making sense. Although, you know, Jennifer, here, black's plan is to attack the king, and this is the best plan what you can have when you're playing Blitz. Especially online Blitz.
Especially when you're playing against a strong player. Now, h5, you gotta love the spirit behind that move, although I don't really see what it does because h4, h3 is really well guarded. Bishop c1, clever move, threatening to play e4. Queen to g6. Okay, knight e5. She got her. Yeah, and that's surprising. The Sarah, obviously very tricky and resilient. Looks like Katarina, by the way, won her game as well. You want to check out, Comrade Eyelash has got a very beautiful looking game against Vasilanam Inia. She's got a checkmate.
So say again, how do you, who are we looking for now?
I was talking about Comrade Eyelash, who's Sophie Mori Suzuki. But that game just ended.
Oh, okay. We have here Arinachka. Arinachka is still playing? Already won. Irichka is playing versus Ruchaz. Ruchaz is an Indian streamer, Twitch streamer, I believe, Woman International Master. What do we have here?
She's playing against Irina Crush. You're right. Yeah, Larochka.
Wow.
And it looks like
look at this.
She's going to gain an upset victory here. Well, maybe not. They're queening at the same time.
Whoa.
They're queening at the same time, but white should be able to win that pawn on a5 somehow, right? So giving them big winning chances.
Yeah, well, the problem is that the pawn is on the edge, so it's not going to be so easy to win. I would even call it more likely a draw, but this is Blitz. 1 second increment time scrambles.
Blitz. So Blitz, sometimes you get those cross checks. They can be very nasty.
Oh, yeah.
You got to watch out for the cross checks in chess. And
Actually, now I would increase Irina's chances to lose this game. Ooh. Well, actually,
gotta be careful. And what I mean by cross check is that, like, if white can play a check against one of Irina's checks that trades off queens by force, that could be a winning pawn endgame because the king is still far away from a2. So, for instance, here, queen f5 check could allow queen c5 check, and the king is too far away. And that's how you often win these queen endgames, especially in Blitz.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to be careful. I mean, look at that bar going back and forth. Can she do it? What do you think, chat?
Tell us.
Is white gonna find some way to win this?
Tell us, guys, what do you think about it? I actually... Oh, no! 3 times repetition. That was so fast.
Yes, there it is.
There it is.
Irina has held the draw, but still a nice result for Ruchas, who was lower rated.
And look at this. Chiyu has just won her game. Congratulations. Chiyu is playing Woman Grandmaster from Canada. Akanemsko, she is well known by this name and probably prefers her to call her this name only.
Nemsko, yes, I just saw Nemo in Las Vegas because she was playing poker, which I also play. I'm with Poker Stars, and she was there also with Poker Power, which is a group of women who want to bring poker to 1 million women. So I think that's fantastic. That's exactly what I want to do in chess.
In chess and in poker as well, in both.
Yes. I just think that chess and poker are such great games for women because they teach us a lot of the skills that the world tries to push down, you know? Like aggression in women and fierceness. Yeah, and that's why you called your tournament Amazon's Pride, right?
Absolutely. And I really love that quote of yours in your Twitter calling this new piece that moves as a queen and as a knight at the same time as Amazon. That was
yes. Amazon, you know, there's so many different variants of chess. And there is a special type of chess piece called the Amazon, which is a queen and a knight at the same time. And it's been used in different types of chess variants. And I was thinking about it this morning. What opening would be really good with the Amazon? It's hard to, at first I was thinking I want to attack f7, right? Like play queen f3 and then Amazon to g5. But guess what? The queen on d8 protects f7. So I don't know.
Oh, wow.
But if you guys have any thoughts on that, let us know in the chat.
This is so creative. This is so creative. I actually think I'm going to stick around with this character of Amazon and Wonder Woman for a while on my stream, so we'll definitely develop that Amazon's gambit.
Yeah, you should just try to figure out a way for chess.com. It can't be hard for them to program an Amazon variant, so we can experiment with it.
Yeah, I actually think nothing is hard or complicated for chess.com team. They have done so many things in the last 5 years, and
yeah, exactly. How hard can it be? Just make the queen move like the knight also.
We'll work on that. In the meantime, we have just started the round 3, and here on the board number 1, we have Sarah Black Panther, baby Sarah Sobio with black pieces facing Crazy Girl, WGM from United States. Jennifer, you are to tell us who is this person.
Oh no, that's Begum. That's Begum, who just came second in the originally from Uzbekistan. Now she studies at Mizzou University. She's a very strong player, and she just came second in the U.S. Women's Chess Championship. So yeah, that is a very strong player playing for white. Let's see how she does in this game. By the way, welcome to the chat, Anna Muzichuk. Is that the real Anna Muzichuk? Well, she was just gifted a sub in your channel.
Real Anna Muzichuk. Thank you so much for stepping in. And Anna was also invited to this tournament, but unfortunately was a little bit busy with the work. And I really hope that for the next time we will have Amazon's Pride 2. Who knows? Anna will be among us.
Oh, phenomenal. Yeah. By the way, Bishop A1 was just played, but the computer thought white was totally winning. I don't know why. There must have been some way to trap that queen. I didn't see it though. It must have been a little hidden.
Ooh.
Maybe. Anyway, maybe it was like knight d3 followed by rook a1 or something. But in any case, now it looks like it's a little harder to attack the queen now because rook c2 is impossible because the knight is in the way, right?
Yeah, we cannot do this one. Now queen went away to a5, bishop a4, queen b6, and seems like a normal playable position.
Yeah, but white is down a pawn now. So do they have compensation anymore? Before the queen was in the belly of the beast and we were trying to trap it. Now it just seems like a nice pawn for black.
Well, there is this knight on c5 is an outpost, but the knight on e4 is also strong. So yeah, I think. Oh wow, g4 attacking the bishop on f5. That is interesting. Well, maybe this is the spirit, Jennifer. When you're down the pawn, you need to try to put some practical problems to your opponent.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of this move g4 because it's like my king. I'm worried about my king safety here. I mean, are you going to take on e4 and live to tell the tale? I don't think so because I think like d4 is going to hang and meanwhile your king side is Swiss cheese. So I think black played excellently here. It seemed that maybe white had some opportunity when the queen was in a2, but hey, it's Blitz. So, it's not that easy to find all the right moves.
Yeah. And we should also mention that we have a lot of prizes in categories here for players who are rated lower than the average. Right now we're seeing the strongest players, but everybody has the chance to compete for prizes because once again there are categories. We have this right now Swiss format of the event. We haven't spoken too much about the format before. So we have this Swiss. In the Swiss, the most important is to qualify to the top 8 because this is how you make it to the knockout. Top 8 players from the Swiss will be fighting for the winner, and we have prizes for both finalists in the knockout and also for top 3 in the Swiss, and one player can get only one prize.
Very nice format. Love to see it. Grandmaster Alexandra Kosteniuk is going to sub in for me for the KO. She's going to take over the co-hosting role, and so that's something definitely to look forward to. well, let's continue on this game because it still seems not that easy. As it looks like Begum is starting to get some counterplay. She just played queen to e5. Okay, how do we do something fun?
Oh,
All
wow.
right.
So now, yeah, Weddy is starting some aggression here, and now Sarah is thinking. Good thing Sarah has more time. So she's considering rook takes c6 or f takes c6.
I think I would lean towards playing rook takes e6 if it's not losing.
Yeah, she's definitely
Sorry
worried
for
of something. She's definitely worried. Could it be queen b8, rook takes c6, and now queen e5 check, and a lot of checks. Oh
yeah,
my
I think you
god!
were right. And there, maybe it's just hard. Ah!
Wow!
Oh my god!
Oh
Queen f7 and
wow!
queen f8 checkmate.
Yeah,
And
Sarah.
we can't
Oh,
get back. What about can we do anything here? Queen c. We're trapped. King g7 is going to try to come out to h6. Is that going to work?
no, no, no,
Is
no,
that
no.
going to work? Queen f8. I thought, okay. g5. Oh, threatening checkmate g5. What a move. And there's no way to get onto the light squares. That's the problem.
Wow, bravo, crazy girl, bravo. Well, you see, Jennifer, this is the thing. There was this attack. I mean, yeah, this g4 afterwards have proven sharpening the position, being a pawn down and trying to get to the king was the correct way to, on the practical level, and it paid off. And, well.
You were right. I actually didn't like that move at first because I thought like White was going to lose more quickly because of the king side. But it's so funny that not only I was wrong, but how wrong I was because later g5 ended up being the winning move. Oh man. Sometimes it feels good to be wrong though because we got treated to a really nice checkmate at the end.
Yeah. You know, I think it was objectively a bad move, and you were right about it. It's just unpractical way. When you're playing Blitz, especially online Blitz, you sometimes need to break the rules in order to save yourself. And in this case, even counter win. We don't say that, but you see the point. Oh no, pity. Here we have some last games from the round 3 that are about to finish. Who else is still playing? Everybody is about to finish their games.
Yeah, I think we're just about to see our next one. Indeed. I do see 2 of my girls from the girls club just finished, Mountain Laurel and IDK 448. So it's nice to see them facing off.
Oh, nice. And it's just finished in a win for White. We still have Senura versus... Oh, okay. Here, Karina is playing. Oh, Karina lost.
And White wins. Yeah. Got to queen their pawn and elect not to play out queen versus king. So the women can play the next game. So what do we have on their first board? Valentina Gunina, who just beat, I believe it was Talia. So she just beat the talented American young lady, Talia Cervantes. And now she's sitting on board 1 as both of the top seeds have been nicked for points.
Wow. Okay, so here we have 2 Russian players. And I cannot say that I'm not excited about it, being a Russian player myself. Yeah, okay, you see the same game that I see, right?
I do. I'm wondering what happened to Katerina Lano, though.
Okay.
I thought she won, too. Maybe she drew a game? But anyway, in any case, we've got Valentina here playing knight to g5. Okay.
Katerina lost because in the previous round, she must have lost because she has only 2 points.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she must have got an upset. I didn't see that. Fantastic job to whoever beat her. So that means that Valentina is sitting there at the top of the table. Very nice. And who's Classy L? She's also doing well. Is that Alina Danielian?
Okay.
I think that is.
Classy L. Is Alina Danielian. That's correct. That's correct. Yeah.
Rochelle Wu being her. Excellent job, Rochelle Wu, another American youngster. Fantastic work. That's Tonki, by the way, if we want to look at her game.
Oh, yeah, Tonki. Let's do it. Wow, Tonki, I like that hat on her avatar.
And she's playing against Flawless Fighter now. I'm trying to remember who that is. That's a player from...
Yeah, this is Felina Shavalova, my dear friend and colleague from both Russian team and Bundesliga team. And Polina has just finished third in the Russian Super Final, and Valentina won it. So both of the players are in the Olympic team, and once again, big pleasure to have such a strong players here competing. Now, looking at the board, what do we have?
Well, black's up a pawn, but white looked to be going for an attack. They just played queen g4, looking to play bishop takes g6. Knight e7, great defensive move. Because not does it only bring the knight to the defensive square, but it also opens up the bishop on b7, which is really useful. Because trades aren't going to benefit white here. White is trying to attack because they're down a pawn. So I think the trades will... Are they down a pawn? I'm sorry, I miscounted. They're not down a pawn. They're not down a pawn, but they just have more weaknesses. So as the trades continue, white is going to have a little bit of trouble covering up all those weaknesses.
All right. This knight on d5, I really, really love it. I think like when you look at this position, normally, you think about the Aaron Nimzovich. Don't you have some kind of assumptions?
Yeah.
It's like
yes, definitely
a typical position from the book. Black has just got everything fighting against white's weaknesses, and what white can do is to stay there and to be calm and try to breathe and to hold on.
It's not fun. It is not fun to play this position because even in the middle game, like the end game is terrible because you have all these weaknesses, but even the middle game sucks because like knight f4 is coming, and then like you have to worry about knight g2 and knight h3 check tactics. It's very, very bad for white. It's a nightmare. The thing about this position is that you really want to have more pieces on the board when you're playing white so that your space advantage counts for something.
Yeah, that is correct. Now, a5 has just happened in the game. Also, look at the time. Oh my god, Polina has only spent 30 seconds. Wow, what a monster play.
Yeah, it looks like she's doing fantastic in this game. How's it going between Classy L and Crazy Girl 999? As they both have 3 points. Let's see if one of them can get to the 4-0. As we have Alina Danielin from Armenia and Crazy Girl 99 from the United States.
Yeah, that's correct. I see the Black King being attacked. And it's just taken. I was thinking, what were the options? But okay, never mind. We already passed this moment. Okay, now what do we have in this position?
I don't know. I mean, this is a tough one. Both people have some advantages and weaknesses, right? So the pawn on b3 is weak, but white has those open files, and also like the e6 square is weak. Rook c1 hits the c file very nicely because your pawn is on b6, so your knight on c6 is a little loose. I think if I had to pick a side here in Blitz, I would take white. It feels a little easier to play for white to me.
That makes sense.
But we'll see.
Now that your knight is on the edge on the h3, do you still pick white?
Well, yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, knight d3 is coming into the position. That's the problem, right?
Yeah,
these ideas in knight d3 are very annoying.
Oh, what I really love this rook on c4. You see, this is like you make that use of those bad pawns on b2 and b3, and they protect the rook, and that's really nice. I mean, like you can double your rooks, and if your opponent doesn't like it,
bishop yeah, I really want to play bishop c7 and knight f4 at some point. Oh yes, bishop c7. I'm dying to get my knight to f4.
Okay, now back to liking white's position together with you, Jennifer.
Yeah, we needed that because our knight on h3 was so terrible, right? And there it is, knight f4, king f7, and white is cruising again.
Yeah,
it's all about this piece play, especially in Blitz. You know, c5 play does hang b2 though, not so fast. What's going on here? Now we've just got a pure minor piece hang game, but the knight on c6 does a fantastic job of blockading the c5 pawn. And so I think that, yeah, black's doing fine again.
Yeah, no, g4, very, very typical pawn break. Although you were not threatening it. No, I like it. You threaten on f5, and if pawn advances or takes, yeah, then the black's pawn structure is ruined. Now king e2. Most likely still a draw, but white has definitely improved.
Yeah, I think this one might be a draw. Let's see if there's any other crazy games still going on. Valentina's still playing. Interesting game against Daria Voigt. She just played the move
Okay.
knight d7. I don't know if you have it open yet.
Yeah, I have it. Wow, what's happening to Black's king? Okay, he's safe. He's safe. But there is this bishop, and normally in open positions, rook and bishop are stronger than rook and knight. But Black has a passed pawn,
Yeah.
which is an extra pawn. Now that I have
And
counted.
and the other thing is that king on g6 could end up becoming a really strong piece. You know, I'm probably, as soon as I say that, the king's gonna get mated.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, we got this rook, and it is wow. Okay, rook behind the pawn on b7. This is the correct way to put the rook. Um, oh, the pawn is back, but b3 is so dangerous. Wow. Oh, nice tactics. Did you see that?
Ooh, knight b1, nice. So knight d2 would have come if you tried to take the pawn. King's coming to d3. King c6, bishop d5 with a check though. And the king can come to c3 or not so much because of rook c2 check. Okay. So king c3 and rook c2 check, and you hold on to everything.
Okay, okay. So many pawns have been traded. I doubt Black will manage to win this one. But, once again, it's a blitz. It's an online blitz, and we
Only
got the
5.
knight.
And Valentina's getting down to her final seconds.
Yeah.
White just needs to keep the game going.
Yeah, she should find a way to, to pre-move and to gain some time. Ooh.
She's trying to make a threat, but it's hard.
Oh
Because Black
yeah.
is so solid.
Yeah. Well, Jennifer, at least this game is
lost.
interesting. What?
Be careful though. She might end up just.
Well, there was tactics.
No, I think now that because Valentina has so little time and she's down a pawn, is she gonna lose this now? Rook takes f5 though. Black thought that maybe they had some kind of tactic here, but they don't. And now it is gonna be a draw by Perpetual. Nice save by Valentina. I mean, she was very close to losing that game.
Yeah, well done.
She had only half a second at some moment.
And we are about to start round number 5. And I have to remind you, our dear viewers, as well as players and streamers, that after round 5, we will have a 6-minute break, which is a good thing.
And then you're going to get Alexandra Kosteniuk, the legendary Grandmaster, who has won so many titles, former world champion. She's going to get here in the booth and talk about these games. I mean, that's a fantastic opportunity for you guys because she's also played with so many of these players so many times. So we'll offer some very interesting insights. Now, I see that you have Nemo's game up against Rochelle Wu. So let's take a look at that. She's both played the e4. I actually spoke to Nemo for my podcast, my poker-related podcast called The Grade, and she said that her favorite opening is the Roy Lopez.
Oh, so, nice.
Unfortunately, her opponent doesn't seem to be here. Rochelle, come back.
Oh no. I wanted to ask you, Jennifer, how Nima has been progressing in poker so far.
Oh, I think she's progressing really fast because she's loving it. She is starting to play in major events. Like we had a World Series of Poker for Ladies a few weeks ago, and she played in that. So yeah, I think she's really into it. I mean, the thing is, it takes a lot of time. So we have people like Alexander Grishuk, who is probably the best poker chess player in history because he was one of the best poker players in the world at some point. And of course, we know he's one of the best chess players. But at some point, it became hard for him to do both at the same time because poker got so much more professional.
Oh.
So I think that's the thing, how seriously you want to take it. Because just like chess, poker requires a lot of hours. But Nemo seems to really love it.
Yeah. Well, one thing I know about Nemo is that she. Oh wait, something happened. Is that she, whenever she starts something, she gets super serious about it, and then it might actually be working against her because she gets like perfectionist and stuff like that.
Yeah, she talked to me about that a little bit on her podcast as well, about the importance of mental health in gaming, which I really loved because, people so young talking about these really important topics is crucial. And now in this position, what do we have? Somebody's trying to play rook
Yeah.
h5 maybe, but white managed to grab the file first. I like white here, but just by a little bit, just seems a little bit more comfortable because our king is really safe, and maybe we'll get a chance to play b4, b5, and make your king look a little silly.
Okay, this is interesting. So there is this only open file. Well, black is thinking so much. Rook e8. Okay, this is a weird thing. And okay, this position is pretty calm. Would you like to jump to someone else who is having more action?
Yeah. Well, let's see. There's so many key games here today. We've got Begum against Liliani, which I believe is Nana Zagnidze from Georgia, a very strong player. That's an important one as they both have 4 points.
Okay, tell me once again the username.
Crazy Girl 99 against Liliani, who is our one of our top seeds, Grandmaster Nana Zagnidze.
Yeah, I just opened this game. This is interesting.
So now black looks good though, because I feel like e5 is gonna fall, right? Yeah. Black looks very good here to me.
Yeah. So there is this also pawn on c5, which looks strong at the same time and blocking the rook. And well, d5 is an isolated pawn, but no one attacks it. Yeah, white is definitely a little bit worse. Maybe it's not such a big deal. Well, something tells me that this game is also a little bit boring, at least for now.
Yeah, I think black is just gonna get it done here. I'm feeling really good about black's position here, especially since they have a little more time on the clock. Then we also have Corona 91 versus Flawless Flighter. That looks like a really interesting game, as queens are still on the board on that one. And really interesting as white has got a beautiful pawn on c6 if you pull that one up. Can black get some attacking chances to stay in the game? Because if not, that pawn is going to decide the contest. And look at that. They've played the move e4.
Oh, wow.
Rook to f2. Okay.
Yeah, this one is way more exciting in terms of action. I really like your choice of the game, Jennifer.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Well, white is up a pawn, and what a pawn it is. They just played rook e8, which, has some negatives, because now when the move c7 is played, the bishop will uncover an attack on the rook, and there it is, c7, rook c8. Okay. Bishop
Somehow
d6 protecting
evaluation
the pawn.
bar. Okay. Yeah, was giving some hope to black, but now this bishop on c6 is, yeah, those two bishops are just dominating the position. And well, normally when you have a pawn so far advanced, it is just like a piece in the opponent's camp. Ooh, wow.
Well, there is bishop h6 here. Maybe that's a good move. Ooh, what is that? Okay, sacrifice and then play. For checkmate. Play for checkmate. Look at that. Oh, bishop takes e4. So if pawn takes e4, what's going on? Rook to f8 check?
Wow. Well, wait, black sacrificed the next change, and that was a very smart decision. E6. Okay, there's queen e6. Yeah, that's correct.
That's why. They're not trying to play rook f8 check. They're just trying to play queen e6 with a check. So that's why bishop c4. Okay, seems smart. And what now? Is she trying to play bishop f5? No, she's just played rook to d1. Okay, now the computer thinks it's winning for black. Why? Just because a pawn takes e4? Probably just because a pawn takes e4, a queen takes e4, right? And now black's got 2 bishops for a rook.
Wow. I feel like, yeah, we will see the same thing as we had in the game of, was it in game of Sarah versus, yeah, I think you see what I mean, the game that I mean. There, we were expecting one result and then we got the other one, the opposite.
Yeah, because look at what's going to happen here. Checkmate could be coming soon. Bishop takes c7, but there's also going to be queen h2 check. No trade queens. That is one thing you don't want when you have the 2 bishops versus the rook.
Yeah, never.
Absolutely not.
Oh no, look at the... Oh my god, what a swindler! What is happening here?
I have no idea. Why is white
There is
winning
no
this?
mate. There is no mate for black, and the mate is coming. I mean, there is no mate to white's king, and the mate is coming to black's king.
Oh, because of rook d5 and queen h6.
Oh my
Okay, or
god.
queen f7 here,
Wow.
and then queen takes h7 is just checkmate on the board.
Ouch,
Oh
ouch,
my gosh.
ouch. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Wow.
Where did black go
Swindlers.
wrong? I don't know, but bishop g3 seemed to like stop us from being able to get checks in.
Yeah.
Really exciting game, but black needed to find some better way there. But God, I can't blame them. They just wanted to keep checking until it was mate, but that's not always the case, right?
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
What a game.
We still have some games of the round 5, and right after that we will have a break. So let me see. Maybe all the games have already finished.
Pauline, no, Crazy Girl and Nana are still playing. Black just won. So Nana Zagnidi also has 5 points now. Very well done.
Okay.
I wonder if she's going to be playing against Paulina next round. Probably. I think that we're going to see Paulina versus Nana.
Okay, here we should be having a draw in Yaris. I think it's Irina Gaponinka versus Maria Arabidze. We also have Maya and...
Somebody's asking about Conde Francisco. But I think that game might have already finished.
Oh, okay, there we go. This is the last game. This is the last game that we have. No, actually 2 games. We have... And Maya... Oh, this... Okay, this one is still going.
And black's just about to win as they are making a new queen.
Yeah, this is the last game of the round 5. So we will be having a short break very soon. Very soon we'll go on a break and we'll be... Yeah, what is happening? Maya is trying to lose on time.
No.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, there it is. Black has won the game. What a start. We got 2 players with 5 points as we go to break. Nana Zagnidze and Polina. That's Shuvalova, right?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct, Polina. And okay, so how many we have? Wow.
And you need to be in the top 8. So remember, it's not just about getting first. It's about being in that top 8. And we've got Alina Daniela and right now in the bubble as well as WFM Conde Francisco from Argentina. So whoever mentioned her in the chat, she seems to be having a fantastic tournament up there towards the top of the table.
Absolutely, Jennifer. I suggest we use the opportunity, the same opportunity that the players have, and take a very short break, and then get back to our viewers together with the round 6.
Yay! Okay, we'll be right back. Everybody, stay tuned.